What if I tell you that you are not depressed, that there are just some things in your life you need to look into? Recently, I found myself in a situation I felt I was depressed, like things were not going the way it's supposed to go, because that is just what the bottom line is. Things are not going the way it's supposed to go, and that is why so many of us feel we are depressed. And you know that most people are not living for themselves. Most of us are not living for ourselves. We live for other people, and that is just the reality most of us find ourselves. We live for our siblings, our aged parents, our family, our children. Most of the things we are doing centers around these people, like everything about our life. There is no time we think about ourselves as individuals. Even whatever we are thinking about is just how to make life easy for these people. We are not even thinking of ourselves. This is what I've discovered. We feel we are depressed because there is no time we have for ourselves. There is nothing we do for ourselves. In fact, before we do anything for ourselves, we have to consider these people before we do it for ourselves. No time to say this is for me. It is not selfishness. Most of the time we don't do things for ourselves, and that is why most of us, when we come out, we don't recognize ourselves anymore. We cannot recognize ourselves. We cannot say this is the kind of persons we are. We cannot say this is what we love. This is the hobby we have. Like there is nothing around our lives that is actually interesting. If you have an interesting life, you will not be depressed. That is just the fact. Most of us, we have nothing interesting about our lives because our lives are centered around a set of people, around a set of activities which is aimed at bringing something from other for other people. Our life is centered around other people. That is just the summary of it all, and that is why it looks as if we are depressed. Now in this video, what I want to do is just to encourage people like me who are in the phase now and who are trying to build themselves, like who are trying to leave the phase, because it's not actually a good phase to be in. The one thing I know that would help anyone in this phase is that they need to develop themselves. Like they need to improve themselves, improve their self-confidence. Like you need to do those things that you love that will improve you, not any other person, improve you yourself. Because most of us are stuck. We are stuck in habits that we cannot let go of, like we cannot leave. These habits are things that we are doing for other people that doesn't even include us, and that is why most of us feel as if you are depressed. It's time for you to break free. It's time for you to bring yourself out from that situation where you feel like it is just for other people you are living. No, you need to live for yourself. You need to have something for yourself. You need to have something you love. You need to do things for yourself. Most of us, we cannot even buy things for ourselves because if we are not satisfied that the people we are doing everything for are not okay, we won't be able to do it. As a father, for example, maybe you need a pair of shoes, but you know that okay, your child need this, your child need that. You know that you will have to sacrifice. It's part of it, but at times you have to do things for yourself. In as much as those are the things that make you happy, those are the things that brings life in you. Because most of us, there are just little things that can actually brighten up our day. Little things like maybe having going to the spa, taking care of yourself, maybe buying a skincare you admire, buying perfumes you admire, especially for women, or maybe looking at your bank account and knowing that there's something inside. It may just be as little as that, but you know that most of the time we save so much, you don't have maybe a savings of your own that is okay, this is what I'll fall back on, or this is what I know that this is mine. Most of us don't have that. Recently, I started doing something. I downloaded this fintech app, Cowrywise to be precise. That I know that whenever I look back and I have money in my account, it gives me this sense of belonging. It gives me this happiness. I downloaded it, no matter how little. And one good thing about this fintech app is that you can, even if it's 5,000, you can save it there. So any little money you have that you can actually use, you just put it there, just for something that will make you happy and know that you have something of your own. Especially for me, I'm talking of from my personal experience. And maybe you are the kind of person that likes smelling nice. It mustn't be something too extravagant. Just do things for yourself that will make you happy. Most of us don't give ourselves that benefit. We do things for every other person, but to do things for ourselves is actually difficult. And you find out that you don't have a personality. Like there is nothing in you that is interesting. Recently, I answered some sets of questions, and the first question was asking me, what do you love? And I just realized that for the past 5 years, I've not had a hobby. There is nothing I love. I cannot say that this is what I love. It just rang a bell that like I need to do better. Like I need to take care of myself. I matter too. Most of us, it feels as if we don't matter, and this is one of the things that is disturbing many of us that feel as if we are depressed. We just need a shift. It mustn't be a big shift. Just start little by little. We just need a shift from how our mind has been. I remember growing up, as at that time, my dad would tell us that when things get better, I'll do this for you, I'll do this for. In fact, he would promise us so many things. But I tell you, things never got better. That is to tell you that things may not get better, but you just have to start living. Most of us are just existing. We are not living. And that is why you are depressed, because you matter to, like, you need to live. Most of us are not living. Everything we are doing, we are sacrificing it for others. Yes, sacrifice is very good. It's good to sacrifice for others, but you matter too. There is a need for you to be yourself. Like there's a need for you to experience the happiness too. Most of us, from when we are little, we have been struggling all throughout our lives. We struggle till the end of it all. Why I know that so many people at the end of it all they benefit. But try as much as you can to live a happy life, even as you are going. Like, do things for yourself that would make you happy. Because most of us, that's what is causing us depression. We feel as if we are depressed because on our own we are not happy. Like, things are not moving fine, we know. But as an individual, try as much as you can to be happy. Try as much as you can to be happy. There are things you do for yourself. Like, most of the time, just ask yourself, what is that thing that will happen now that will make me happy? Then work towards that thing. Even if it's little steps, even if it's uh taking, it might be very minute, it might be very little, it might not be significant, like, but with time, I'm telling you, with time, it will amass to something great. And it's something that will give you hope. When you have hope, like, you will not feel depressed. It's because most of those things are missing in our lives. It is not something we can give ourselves. Like, it's not something that we can give ourselves at once. It is something that we build. It is something that we develop. And it is not something that somebody can give you. If you want to be happy, it comes from within. Something and something that is virtual cannot give you happiness. Even if it gives you happiness now, it is something that doesn't last. It wouldn't last. Any happiness that would last is something that comes from within, that comes from you. So that is something you need to start developing. It's something you need to like, you need to be intentional about it. You need to be intentional about, like, in life there is nothing that happens by chance. You need to be intentional about achieving everything you want to achieve in this life. And that is why when you are depressed, you need to be intentional about being happy. Check out the things that would make you happy. Check out the things that will make your life easier. Check out the things that when you look back, you have hope in, and you venture in those things. And I tell you, your life will not be the same. Like, it's your life will not remain the same the way it is. Most of us, we go in, day out. We are just doing the same thing, following the same patterns, doing the same thing all over, and it is not giving us the happiness we need. There's a need for you to shift. There is a need for you to do things that would make you happy, because you matter too. So if you've not liked and subscribed to this channel, do like and subscribe to this channel as we encourage ourselves. We are not there yet, but we are getting there. So I love you. See you in my next one. Bye.